It's time for your NFL version of PTI with Will, Caden, Trey, and Lucas. First question, who's the biggest disappointment in the NFL this year?
I'm going to say for my biggest disappointment, the 49ers. They have a lot of injuries, but they just came off a Super Bowl appearance, and they really should be doing better than they are.
I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. They're 0-5. Ton of talent on offense. Hurt on the defensive side. I thought they'd be better than an 0-5 start.
I had this year, my dark horse for the Super Bowl was the Falcons. But I think the bigger disappointment are the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, even with Dak, they weren't really playing well. Their defense is the worst I've seen in years. Only the Jets could compare, which is not something you ever want to compare yourself to. And now your quarterback's Andy Dalton. So enjoy the NFC East Championship while still being the biggest disappointment in 2020.
I'm going with the Cowboys as well. Just extremely disappointed. A lot of talent, can't do nothing with it. It's just...
Next question. Who's your biggest surprise team this year in the NFL?
The biggest surprise for me is the fact that the Bears are 4-1. The Bears could be easily 0-5. All of their wins were within 4 points, and they were close games and wanted to give me a heart attack when I was watching.
I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. They did miss a game with COVID, but Ryan Tannehill is playing lights-out football at the moment. He's finding tight ends. He's finding his 2 wide receivers. He's getting A.J. Brown back. He played pretty good on, was Tuesday night. They got a good defense. Clowney, all of them, they're all pretty good. I think that's a decent football team right there.
I gotta say the most surprising team this year is the Las Vegas Raiders. I know a lot of people just wrote them off, especially Derek Carr. But Derek Carr is a solid quarterback when you put weapons around him. He has an offensive head coach in John Gruden. He's got defensive weapons also, so he doesn't always have to just have shootouts. I think they're an interesting team. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs this year, but they'll be surprising at how good they are, and for the future they have all this talent.
I'm going to go with the Steelers. Big Ben's getting it done. The defense is pretty tough. Nobody was really expecting them to be undefeated right now.
Last question. Who's your MVP of the league so far?
For me, it's got to be Russell Wilson. He's been playing amazing football recently, and he got the Seahawks 5-0 this year.
Can't go any different, but I got to go with A-Rod, man. He's playing good football. He's got a 130 passer rating, I believe. He's finding weapons without Devontae Adams. He's throwing the football to Robert Tonyan, a kid named Darius Shepard. He's throwing it to people you can't even think of. I mean, it's just Aaron. Aaron's doing Aaron things.
I do think it's a 2-man race after the game that Josh Allen put up on Tuesday. As difficult as it is, I think I'm going to go with Rodgers simply because he doesn't have the weapons like DK Metcalf. If he had DK Metcalf, who the Packers could have drafted 3 times, they would be the most unstoppable offense in the league. Probably about the same offense as the Seahawks, but a little bit better because they have a better run game. But you also take into fact that Russell Wilson's not turning over the ball, but he has turned over the ball. Rodgers is not turning the ball over. That team is keeping the ball in their hand. When they get the ball, they are scoring. And it's all because of Rodgers and not a single other person on that offense.
I'm going with Russell Wilson, too. He's playing on a team that has absolutely no defense. He's just got to put points on the board consistently. Otherwise, they're not going to win football games, and they're 5-0.
There you have it. A little bit of PTI NFL style with Will, Caden, Trey, and Lucas. How about them Cowboys?